In a house upon a rock along the countryside, at precisely 12 o'clock, the spooks begin to rise. Swinging at the seance, 12 ticks. Swinging at the seance, hot licks. With the medium in trance, how the horn began to dance. Wow, 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 wow. Swinging at the seance, 5 men. Swinging at the seance, jive men. When the trumpet blasted out, all the spooks began to shout. That music came through so sweetly low down, yet nobody knew who was riffing around. Swinging at the seance, black coats. Swinging at the seance, blue notes. While the trumpet could have won a cup, its jiving broke the seance up. And who do you think was riffing away? No one else but Billy May. Is anybody here? Make yourself known, spirit. Hush, 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 hush. Yeah, 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 yeah. In a house upon a rock along the countryside, at precisely 12 o'clock, the spooks began to rise. Swinging at the seance, 12 ticks. Swinging at the seance, hot licks. With the medium in trance, how the horn began to dance. And who do you think was riffing away? No one else but Billy May.
How do you do that?
Wow.
Oh my gosh, Monica. You there?
Thank you, everyone. Yes, I'm here, Harold.
Oh,
Not only
wow.
I'm here, but look who just arrived. My little port spirits just
Oh,
arrived.
it's Dorian. Sweet Dorian. You outdid yourself this time. Oh my God. That was amazing.
My God, never again. Oh my God. Between the shooting and the editing drove me mad.
And the ectoplasm.
And the ectoplasm. And I've got a spirit now that is getting a little bit nasty, so I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. He's in love with you. So I want to hear about these two weird instruments you used to create your sound effects.
Yeah. So basically, at the beginning of last year, I sourced I do music therapy, so I do have a lot of weird instruments in my house. But last year, I sourced a couple of weird instruments for sound effects because I wanted to use them in my paranormal cabaret, which never was because now we know what happened. And I'm glad that I used them in your video because I think they're very interesting and not many people know about them. They're actually used in horror movies. One is the Waterphone that one of my spirit had. And I don't know if you will be able to hear it now, but it's quite unique.
Wow.
You can use it in many different ways.
Where's the water?
Yeah, it's an instrument. I think it was created somewhere around the 70s, and there are not many makers around the world. I found it on eBay quite
much cheaper than it usually is. And the other one is this. It's an Aztec Death Whistle. And you don't see it in the movie, in the video, because I'm using a trumpet as an homage to the spiritic trumpets that were used in Victorian seances. But this is actually what comes out of the other ghost's mouth and trumpet, and it sounds like this. They were actually used by Aztec warriors as psychological warfare, because if 100 of them would blow in these whistles, then the enemies would fear that it sounded like the sound of 1,000,000 corpses come back to life. So they used these ones, and of course, not this very one, because this is just a replica. But yeah, this is also used in Game of Thrones for anyone who is a fan. And I thought, yeah, they were quite interesting instruments that I really need to have.
Well, I would love to get into your box of instruments and see what's in there. I can't imagine what you've got stashed at home.
Fair enough to say that I'm not using these two for my music therapy. Don't worry.
Well, you'll scare the kinks out if you just blow the Aztec whistle. You'll scare whatever's going on with somebody completely out of them.
Yeah.
So, well, I hate to ask this question because I know that there's probably not an answer, but you say your show was indefinitely postponed, but that doesn't mean...
No, well, it's up to me, of course, to pick it up again. But, I don't have the motivation until I know that there is theater, an audience, possibly not socially distanced, because, it's quite an investment when I put on a show. So I don't want to know that I will already be selling half the tickets that I could sell. So, and I have a couple of gigs lined up, but with other people. One is in Cambridge and the other one is in Essex. And one is in July and the other one is in October, if they don't cancel them again. But my own one-woman show, the Paranormal Cabaret, which is titled Things Beyond This Earth, that was supposed to be at the other palace. And depending how it goes, I may actually contact them to do it there again, but I don't think it will be this year. I think probably safer next year.
Well, if there's no rush,
Yeah.
Although I'm with you on the video making, like sometimes there's certain things that you do and you just think, okay, I went too far this time. Yeah. It's too much. It's too much work. So finding that balance is good, but I'm really impressed with your video skills. I mean, totally, completely, totally blown away with
I mean, it's a learning process. Every time I learn something more. So for this video, I learned how to clone myself and try to make it so that I was, but it's quite difficult. I mean, I don't think I got the balance of the light quite well yet, but
well, hats off to you, because I don't think any of us noticed anything that you're talking about. That's because you are such a perfectionist. So, that was really just terrific. Thank you so much. I'm really always happy to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
Monica Salvi, thank you.